What's up, guys? You're watching Boy TV, and we are back with another reaction. Today we'll be reacting to Lola by the Kinks. A ton of you guys were suggesting this one down in the comments, so you know I had to check it out. If you are a returning viewer to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel a ton. There are 100,000 of you guys that watch my videos and return to my videos, but over 85% of you guys are not subscribed. I know it can be easy to forget because my videos just pop up. I do the same thing sometimes. If this is your first time to the channel, I am new to the rock genre, exploring the mini classic rabbit holes, having a blast. If you want to join me on that journey, take a second to scroll down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss a video when I post. It helps out the channel tremendously. And if you guys are interested in exclusive content or you want to ensure that I react to your suggestion, definitely consider checking out the Patreon. The link will be in the description. I have tons of reactions to classic songs that got blocked here from YouTube, songs that I know you guys would enjoy. That being said, let's get right into this video.
Met her in a club down in Old Soho, where you drink champagne and it tastes like Coca-Cola, C-O-L-A Cola. She walked up to me and she asked me to dance. I asked her her name and in a dark brown voice she said Lola, L-O-L-A Lola, 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 Lola.
Man, well, that song took an interesting turn. As far as the instrumentation goes, this was like a relatively laid-back song. The riffs were definitely solid, a great vibe. Love the bass line on this song. I really enjoyed the strumming of the banjo on this song. I think that was a big factor in giving this song that more relaxed kind of feel. The varying levels of intensity on this song kind of keep you intrigued. They have the parts where there's multiple voices singing and the instruments are up loud. Riffs are going crazy, and then they have the parts where, you know, everything's more quiet. The banjo's just strumming along, and it's almost kind of like a talk singing. I really enjoyed the drums on this song, and I think there were some bongos that came in later. I also enjoyed the lead vocals and the backup vocals kind of like shadowing them. It definitely gave this song a cool effect. Now let's get into these lyrics. He said, I met her in a club down in Old Soho where you drink champagne and it tastes just like Coca-Cola, C-O-L-A cola. She walked up to me and she asked me to dance. I asked her her name, and in a dark brown voice she said, Lola, L-O-L-A, Lola, Lola. So at first this interaction seems perfectly normal, but he kind of sprinkles in a hint in there. He talks about being in Soho, having some drinks, and a woman approaches him to dance. Then he says, in a dark brown voice, she says Lola. He's indicating that her voice had kind of a lower register to it right off the bat. The chorus goes, well, I'm not the world's most physical guy, but when she squeezed me tight, she nearly broke my spine. Oh my Lola, Lola. Well, I'm not dumb, but I can't understand why she walks like a woman and talks like a man. Oh my Lola, Lola. So he's describing the physical strength of Lola, saying that she squeezed him tight and almost hurt his back. And he's basically kind of saying he's confused here. He said, I'm not dumb, but I can't understand why she walks like a woman and talks like a man. So I'm assuming this is his first time being introduced to a trans woman. Next verse he says, well, we drank champagne and danced all night under electric candlelight. She picked me up and sat me on her knee. She said, little boy, won't you come home with me? Well, I'm not the world's most passionate guy, but when I looked in her eyes, well, I almost fell for my Lola. Lola. So once again, he's kind of playing into that idea that she's a physically imposing figure. He said she picked him up and sat him on her knee, and I guess that was endearing to him. He said he almost fell for her when he looked in her eyes. So he's confused here, but he's also attracted to this person. Next verse he says, I pushed her away, I walked to the door, I fell to the floor, I got down on my knees. Well, I looked at her and she at me. So once again, he's kind of confused about this situation. He physically feels attraction to this person, but he doesn't know intellectually if he wants to be attracted to them. But it seems like she's kind of wearing him down. He obviously has an affinity for her. He keeps calling her my Lola. Next verse he says, well, that's the way I wanted to stay, and I always wanted to be that way for my Lola. Lola. Girls will be boys and boys will be girls. It's a mixed up, muddled up, shook up world, except for Lola. Lola. So once again, he's alluding to this being an extremely confusing situation, but his heart is telling him he wants to do it, so he's willing to ignore certain things about Lola. He knows this is a man, but he's like, whatever, you know, it's a shook up, muddled up world. Maybe I wouldn't normally go for this, but I'm gonna make an exception for Lola in particular. Last verse I'll go over, he says, well, I'd left home just a week before, and I never ever kissed a woman before. Lola smiled and took me by the hand. She said, little boy, gonna make you a man. Well, I'm not the world's most masculine man, but I know what I am, and I'm glad I'm a man, and so is Lola. Lola. So this guy is really green. He just left home for the first time, and he's running into this situation, but he's kind of embracing it. Lola's showing serious interest in him, and he's kind of going with it. And he's also accepting the reality of the situation that Lola is a man. So this song just kind of shows the progression of like his thought process. This final stage is acceptance. So now he knows himself a little bit better. This was a crazy song. Great recommendation from you guys. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content. And I'll catch you guys on the flip.